This lesson is titled, Let's Compare Rocks. This lesson is going to build off of exploring rocks. What will I learn in this lesson? I will be able to compare observations of rocks made by different groups using the same tool. Let's compare rocks. Aiden and Jade have collected some rocks from their nature walk, and they are trying to figure out how to sort them into groups. Aiden wants to sort the rocks by color, and Jade wants to sort the rocks by size. After they have sorted their rocks, they want to compare their observations and see how they are the same and how they are different. Let's go join them for some rock sorting. Different observations. Aiden and Jade are about ready to sort the rocks they found on their nature walk. Aiden will sort the rocks by color, and Jade will sort the rocks by size. Aiden and Jade both used a hand lens so they could observe the rocks a little bit closer. Aiden sorted by color. Aiden made observations about the color of the rocks. He sorted the rocks into groups of red, blue, and green colors. The rocks in each group had different shapes and sizes. Jade made observations about the size of the rocks. She sorted the rocks into groups of small, medium, and large sizes. The rocks in each group had different shapes and colors. Aiden and Jade looked at different observable properties of the rocks. Aiden wanted to observe the color of the rocks, and Jade wanted to observe the size of the rocks. They had different observations because they observed different properties of the rocks. That was fun, sorting the rocks by color and size. I wonder how else we could sort these rocks. Can you think of some other observable properties of rocks? Check your answer here. That's right. You could sort the rocks by texture and shape. Similar observations. This time, Aiden and I will both sort the rocks by shape and then compare our observations. I wonder if our observations will be different or the same. Let's take a look at these rocks using my hand lens. Aiden sorted by shape. Aiden made observable observations about the shape of the rocks. He sorted the rocks into groups of round, long, and square shapes. The rocks in each group had different colors and sizes. Jade sorted by shape. Jade made observations about the shape of the rocks. She sorted the rocks into groups of round, long, and square shapes. The rocks in each group had different colors and sizes. Aiden and Jade observed the shape of the rocks and sorted the rocks into groups. When they compared their results, they found their observations to be similar. They both had round, narrow, and square-shaped rocks. They had similar observations because they observed the same property of the rocks. How did Jade sort these rocks? How did Aiden sort these rocks? Aiden sorted these rocks by their shape. He put all of the rocks that are round and circular on the bottom and all of the rocks that are squared with edges on top. Jade sorted these rocks by their color. She put the rocks with the reddish color on the bottom and the ones with the green color in the middle and the ones with the gray or blue color on top. Write like a scientist. Optional practice. What is another way you could sort rocks? In your science notebook, write down how you would like to sort a collection of rocks. Now, ask a friend or family member how they might sort a collection of rocks. Would your observations be the same or different? Explain in your science notebook how your observations would compare. Here you may pause the video and take a moment to write down your answer. Practice like a scientist. Now it's your turn to compare observations of rocks. Print the Let's Compare Rocks activity sheet and have fun. Now you may pause this video and complete Let's Compare Rocks. Please be sure to upload this assignment into your My Learning platform. What did I learn in this lesson? Lesson summary. Sorting rocks can be a lot of fun. You can separate them by color, size, or even how they feel. There are many ways to sort rocks. That's why there are so many different types of observations you can make. If you're comparing the same observable property, chances are you will have similar observations. Now I can compare observations of rocks made by different groups using the same tool. Self-check review. It's time to show off how much you've learned about comparing observations about rocks. Jade used her hand lens to inspect a rock she found more closely. Which observable properties could she use to describe this rock? That's right. She could describe her rock based on its color, shape, and texture. Aiden used his hand lens to inspect a rock he found more closely. Which observable properties could he use to describe this rock? That's right. He could describe this rock based on its shape, color, and texture. What are some similarities and differences between the rocks that Jade and Aiden found? That's right. Some similarities are that they both are small and hard. Some differences are that Aiden's rock is round, smooth, and gray, while Jade's rock is rectangular, rough, and has both pink and black colors. Nature Scout Badge. You have earned another Nature Scout badge. Congratulations! You may pause this video and color your Rock Observer badge located in the optional practice activities. What is my assignment? It's time to show what you know. If you haven't already done so, please complete and submit Let's Compare Rocks activity sheet. You can do it! Lesson wrap-up. Read the lesson, complete the activities in the lesson, complete and save your assignment, submit your work to 7.03 Let's Compare Rocks.